Hello, Sister Fatima. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, how are you doing today? And how was your week? Today is Friday, so how was the week for you?
But yes, hectic, but I'm fine.
We thank God. We thank God. So we'll be diving straight into the interview. And firstly, can we just meet you? Can we know who you are, your
Okay.
hobbies, where you're from? Yeah, just tell us something about you.
Uh, Okay. All right. My name is Fatima Bodam. I am married. I'm a mother of three. I live in Kaduna State, and I love to sing. I love to read. I love to study. Think that's it.
Thank you. So, how long have you been singing? How long have you been in a choir for? And what parts do you sing?
Okay. I've been in the choir since I was 7 years old. So, and I sing the alto parts. Yes.
That's amazing, really amazing. 7 years old, that's quite a long time. So, for the Melharmonic Virtual Hymn Chorus, how did you get to know about
Yes.
the group? And for how long have you been a part of the group?
Okay, I've I've known the group for about a year now. That means I've been a part of it for almost a year or a year now. And I got to know about the virtual hymn chorus through the director, Dr. Chibuke Onyeso. He has been my director in the Melharmonic Chorale, and he just chatted me up, sent one of the videos, the visual when he started. And when I commented, he asked if I didn't want my voice to be heard. I said, well, of course. But I didn't know that I could join since I was a little bit analog. So I wanted to quietly not participate. But he encouraged me as usual, and he put me through, told me it wasn't a big deal. And even though we had series of classes with him individually, one-on-one, to tell me how to go about it and record on my own. And here I am. I think I should be a professor now in this. So I thank God.
Yes, you are. Definitely, you are. That's so beautiful to hear. And could you just talk to us about your experiences so far? How it has
Mm.
been for you? How you've enjoyed the group, or just your experiences being in the group so far?
Okay, well, I had a lot of experiences, the difficult ones and then the sweet ones. Let me start from the difficult ones. I had some challenges, of course. Just like I told you, I was a little bit analog, so to really try to meet up the meetings, how to log in, how to download certain things. I had to be put through. So it was really challenging. And then the time, sometimes I remember I had to tell him one time that uh, the time for meeting was not convenient because of me. It was shifted, and some people actually said yes. And I, the good part of the experience I had, I think I love singing basically, and I don't just sing for singing's sake. I believe we're ministering to people, to souls, to win souls to Christ, and to touch people in different ways through singing. And I had a very wonderful experience being a part of this, because this has made me to meet people ordinarily I wouldn't have met, and then people that ordinarily I learned a lot, especially from our part leaders, from the director himself. He has been so encouraging, and the experience has been very good on the whole. I think it has been very good, and I like the experience so far. Thank you.
Which are your favorite hymns that we've done so far? And could you tell us why you've chosen them as your favorite hymns?
Okay, I am a hymn lover, basically. Pick a favorite or some favorites, but I just have to do this since it's a question I must answer. I have three that I think I should put forward as my favorite hymns. First of all, I have the In Christ Alone. That song, I didn't know. I have been hearing about the song, but I didn't really know the lyrics. So it really touched me in a way I cannot express. You know, believing you are standing on Christ, who is a rock, and he's your hope, you find your hope in him and all that. The song really ministered to me personally before I even believe I ministered to others. So it's one of my favorite hymns. And then Master the Tempest is Raging, Peace Be Still has been my favorite hymn since I was a child. I really love the hymn. My sister taught me that hymn actually before I sang the hymn in the choir. So it has always been my favorite hymn anytime, any day because of that peace it instills in me as a person. And I think basically these are, I know the third one, the last but not the least, God is working his purpose out. That song came at a time that we're really down with this pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. People were indoors, people were suffering. And I believe that in everything, you should look at the bright side and should believe that it is God that works it out. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So it really also touched me, and I know that it ministered to a whole lot of people. Even the people I shared the songs with, they told me that they got their own testimonies, healings, and some were downcast, but it really lifted them up. So I believe these were my favorites or are my favorites, and these are the reasons. Thank you.
That's so good to hear, so touching to hear. It's always good to know that your efforts are not in vain, that other people are learning from it, other people are being touched, and other people are coming to the knowledge
Yeah.
of God, because this is what we've been sent to do here on earth, and it's good to know
Yes.
that we are fulfilling God's purpose. Yeah, so thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Okay, before we go, you mentioned that you knew the director before. So
Thank you.
can you just tell us a bit that you know of what you know about him, where you knew him from, and any other thing you want us to know?
Okay, I actually met him in 2007 precisely. My choir master then and asked me because he knows that I love to sing, so he said he was going to take me to a group called Kaduna City Chorale. So I think we're the first set that started the group, though others were there before I joined, but I joined that very year. So that was where I met him for the first time, and I became a member of that Kaduna City Chorale before it became a Melharmonic Chorale. And knowing him, he's a down to earth person. That is one thing I know about him. He's someone that is very patient. I've never seen truly somebody that can be this patient with people that didn't know anything. Because I tagged myself as someone that didn't really know anything. Though I knew a bit about music, I could read surfers, but not too well. But he like encouraged me to do more. And apart from just coming to sing, he showed me another side of singing that you cannot do it all by yourself, that you need God, because he introduced prayer sessions, night vigils. When the security situation was not this bad, we used to do night vigils, and then we used to visit our members and even others, and that experience alone, he never gives up on anyone, and he believes that there's something about someone that he always tells us that he also is learning, even though we look at him as somebody that knows it all. He tells us that no, I'm also learning, I'm open to criticism. We encourage you. Even when you see something as if it's so difficult to overcome, he makes you believe that you can really overcome it. So that is another part of him that I've come to know. And he is somebody that goes along, he pulls people together, he keeps people together, and he tells you that it is God all the way. And somebody that loves God, I know him for that God, and he encourages others to love God. I remember when, because I didn't start giving birth on time when I got married, it took me 6 years. So when I took in and I had a miscarriage, I saw him with the member in my house. Then I didn't know how I felt. I've never told him this, but then I feel it's an avenue to say it today. I was really touched that he could come down to our level, come and see someone like me. So I was really touched, and I appreciate him. And I pray that God will continue to give him this wisdom and increase him in wisdom, just like the wisdom of someone, and help him as he's helping us. He too may have his own challenges here and there. I pray that God will meet him at the point of his need. And even this group, that God will continue to sustain us and keep us together. And as we look out for each other and sing and preach this gospel through this music, the voices that God has given us, that God will continue to keep us together. In Jesus' name. Thank you. Okay, I believe that anything that is worth doing well. And I want to say that when we started, even though I'm not part of the technical team of this group, I know that the productions getting better and better every day. That when you keep doing something, it gets better and better every day. And so if you go into, so even though it may seem difficult or challenging, and I know that even the finances that go into this is not something one maybe I can comprehend. It is not easy to deal with people, to deal with the whole, maybe to deal with the public. You may have criticisms from people, you may have praises from people, but since I believe that we in this group were open to criticisms and we are open to corrections, I believe that we should give everything out. That is, we should give our all. And it's a sacrifice. We should sacrifice, knowing that God will always sustain us and God will always bless us. And we're doing this. We shouldn't be doing it because we want to be seen. And people say, she's there online or on social media and she's somebody like, no, we shouldn't do it because of that. We should do it with the mind that we are winning souls for Christ, because we are Christians and that is what we are called to do. And that we should have it at the back of our minds that we are sojourners on this earth, and one day we will give account of this, we give account of our lives and how we have lived this life that the Lord Almighty has given us. So I would say that everybody, or all the people that want to venture into that are afraid they shouldn't, they should just do it. As long as they are doing the right thing and their conscience is not condemning them, they should go all out to do it and encourage others as much as they can to see that this soul winning, that we do it with the best, to the best of our ability. Thank you.